Jobless claims just heard for the week ending last Saturday coming in about 5.25 million. That means in the last month, we've wiped out almost 22 million jobs, or 22 million plus since the financial crisis. That all that we've gained, in fact, since then. The data comes as aid for small businesses could be drying up just as it's needed the most. In a new opinion piece for the Wall Street Journal, our next guest says there's no time to waste in getting more money into the government's Payment Protection Program. Join us now, House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy. And that wasn't the title of it. I think the title is Democrats Want to Gum Up Payroll Protection. What really happened? You're really not asking for anything other than what was already negotiated in the CARES package, but now they want to renegotiate that. Is that your contention, Leader?
Well, the contention is just last week we watched that we asked for another $250 billion, and the question is why? Because we've had more than 1.6 million loans. That's 1.6 million small business who got money. $338 billion is already set. That means less than about 3% to go. By the time we're done with this interview, we may be out of money. We're not asking to change anything in the CARES Act, just something that actually works. Add more money to it so people stay employed. 75% of that money actually goes to keeping people employed in your small business, people that you know, keeping them alive and working. But as we asked for more money, the Democrats said no. It could have passed by a simple unanimous consent. It was one page in the Senate. They said no. Here we are about to run out of money today, and Nancy Pelosi will still hold it back. I don't understand why. We just got 5 million more reasons why this should stop this morning. And this is about keeping people employed. This is about keeping people liquidity for the next couple months as we continue to move through our current crisis.
Well, you've been there a while, Leader. What's behind the, whatever you want to call it, the positioning, the negotiating? What do Schumer and Pelosi really want?
You know, the last time we sat to put the CARES Act together, we had it about done. But it was almost a week delayed because there's things that they want, things that don't deal with the virus. A Green New Deal, sanctuary cities, even getting to Planned Parenthood, changing election law for November. You know, there's time to debate that. But right now, people are being laid off. Here's a program that there's almost 5,000 from your banks. It's your community bank. It's your credit union. It's even fintech. This is going to small businesses. It's actually a grant. If you use 75% of it to pay your employees, even if they're already laid off, that's a grant to you. The rent, the utilities, it keeps you alive. Look, I started my first business when I was 20. I could not survive today in the climate we are in. I had an individual text me last night, a small business that has been in my community that is actually an ambulance company. She called me almost in tears thanking me that she's not going to lay anybody off and she's going to stay afloat for when that 911 call comes in, that they're going to have somebody there for them. This is what's happening. But right now, Democrats are playing politics. There's no need for politics. There's no policy changes. And what they're even requesting is making it harder on the small business to get the loan. They want more data from you. We've knocked this down to 2 pages. It's not a time to argue. It's a time to provide the resources needed to keep you afloat and keep you hired.
And what do they say about what the Republicans? They say the Republicans are playing politics. What's their contention? As I think I asked her, what's their contention that you're trying to do?
I don't know, because I'm not requesting for anything else. I'm not requesting to change the bill. All I'm saying is you have a program in the bill that's about to run out of money, put more money in it. If there's another element that needs more money, there's not. Nobody else is running out of any elements within the CARES Act. If it is, I'll increase it if it's needed. But I don't think you even have to call anybody back here. You could do it by unanimous consent. I said on the Republican side we would do that. It just took the Democrats to object, saying they need something more. I don't know what more you need when you see 5 million more, 22 million reasons why we should not play politics right now. I'm willing to work together, just as when we did our second bill and the wording was not correct, I let the bill move forward and that we would change it on Monday. Because I think putting people before politics this is the moment in time we should do that. Put the politics aside. Yes, Nancy and Pelosi and I disagree philosophically on a lot of things, but I can't believe we could disagree on this. Here's a program that 1.6 million small businesses just got. Yes.
Leader, let's just quickly tell me what is your opinion on what to do with WHO funding? Will it eventually? Is it suspended? Will the president? Is he like he does in so many cases where he wants some change in behavior and then eventually maybe it's not defunded? Do you think it should be? Is it more about the current leader of the WHO? And do you agree with some critics that say this is the wrong time, even if there were mistakes made, this is the wrong time to defund or stop funding the WHO?
I think what the president is doing, bringing attention. We now have somebody who's running the WHO who's the first non-physician, someone who told us in January that it doesn't transmit between humans, an individual that allowed them to continue to travel in different places around the world. What did that mean? I mean, if they are going to be the mouthpiece of China, I think there are fabulous people in WHO. But why don't they look at it and change their own direction? What the president is doing is bringing attention to it so we're safer around the world. I mean, the deception of China has directly led to American deaths. What's interesting to me is what media wants to glob on and try to attack this president when he's trying to make us safer and bring attention to something. What's interesting, too, is China has almost 1 billion people more than us, but pay very few dollars to it.